class 7th. In today's session, we will have a look on the chapters 5. Okay, now this chapter 5 is from your from your book, supplementary book. Okay, An Alien Hand. What is the name of the book? An Alien Hand. And chapter number 5 from that book. And the name of the chapter is Golu Grows a Nose. Okay, what is the name of the chapter? Golu Grows a Nose. In this chapter, there is an elephant. Okay, a baby elephant, you can say. The baby elephant has a nose, but he has a bulky nose. It was not a long nose as the elephants have now, as they have a trunk now. In those days, in olden days, the elephants did not have long trunks. Okay, so what happened? In this story, there is Golu, okay, who grows a nose because his nose is a bulky nose and he does not want that. Fine. And how does he manage to get that long nose? Or how does his nose grow long? We'll see in this chapter. Okay, it is one kind of a story, you can say. Fine. So let's move to the story. Golu grows a nose. Now, long ago, elephants did not have trunks. They devoid of trunks. Okay, and in the place of that long trunk which the elephants had, they had a bulky nose. You can see in the picture, the one which you have to take the book in hand, look in the book. You can see one elephant there with a bulky nose. Okay, bulgy nose. Okay, not bulky, bulgy nose. Okay, so in long time ago, elephants did not have trunks. They had bulgy nose. So there was a baby elephant and his name was Golu. And if we talk the nature of Golu, by nature, Golu was very curious and always had a lots of questions. Okay, Golu was a very curious baby elephant and he had a very he had many questions to ask. Now he had a bulgy nose and that nose was as small as a small boot. Okay, so because of it, now Golu was full of questions every time. As I said, Golu was of curious nature, okay, and he had many questions to ask. Okay, so one day he used to ask his tall aunt, the ostrich, why don't you ever fly like other birds? He asked the ostrich, okay, that why don't you fly like other birds? Then he asked his uncle, the giraffe, what makes your skin so spotty? Means because of his curious nature, Golu used to ask questions each and every time. He used to ask his huge uncle, that was hippopotamus, okay, that why are your eyes so red? He used to ask his fairy uncle, that was a baboon, that why do melons taste like melons? The ostrich, the giraffe, the hippopotamus, the baboons did not have any answers of Golu's such questions. Okay, now Golu was a naughty baby. He was a very small elephant, baby elephant. So he was very naughty. Okay, and they said he asks such questions because his questions were such a kind of questions that The giraffe, the hippopotamus, the baboon, the ostrich did not have any answers for that. Okay. Now one day what happened? One day Golu met Mena. Okay. One day Golu met Mena. Mena, what is Mena? Mena is a bird. Okay. And Mena was sitting in the middle of a bush. Now as we read that Golu was curious by nature. So what did he do? He asked Mena that what does the crocodile have for dinner? Now again out of curiosity, he asked Mena that what do the crocodiles have for dinner? Now the Mena said, what did Mena say? That, but now as his questions were difficult, nobody has an answer to that. Na? But this time Mena answered. Mena said that go to the bank of great grassy Limpopo river and find out. What did she say? She said to Golu that if you want the answer to your question, you go to the river bank. Which river? Limpopo river. Go there and you would get the answer to your questions. Now listening to this, Golu set out of his house. How? Now with this, Golu went home because the Mena had told him that if you want the question of your answer for your question, I'm sorry, you have to go to Limpopo river and find out. So Golu set out. He took 100 sugar canes with him, 50 dozen bananas and 25 melons. All this thing he took with him. Okay. Then he said to his family, he met his family, he said to his family, goodbye, I am going to the great grassy Limpopo river. What did he say to his family? He said to his family that he was going to the great grassy Limpopo river. And why was he going there? He said them that too. I will find out what the crocodile has for dinner. He told his family that why was he going to the Limpopo river? He was going to the Limpopo river to find out what does the crocodiles have for dinner. Now, Golu had never seen a crocodile. Golu had never seen a crocodile. Okay? And he didn't know what one looked like. He didn't even know that how did the crocodiles look. But then too, he wanted to know. So he set out of the house. Now on his way, he met a python and asked him. He met a python. What is a python? Python is a big snake. You all know that. Okay? So on his way, he met a python. You can see in the picture, there is a python, a big snake coiled on the branch of a tree. Okay? So, on his way to the Limpopo river, Golu met a python and asked him, what did Golu ask him? Have you ever seen a crocodile? What did Golu ask python? Golu asked the python that have you ever seen a crocodile? What does he look like? He asked the python, what does the python look like? What does he have for dinner? He asked too many questions to the python. That have you ever seen a crocodile? What does the crocodile look like? What does the crocodile have for dinner? Okay. Now the python, what did the python do? The python uncoiled himself from the branch of the river but said nothing. The python uncoiled himself. Okay. Uncoiled means he was rolled on the branch of a tree. He came down from that. Golu politely helped him to coil around the branch again and said goodbye. Now the questions, whatever Golu asked the python did not answer anything. Okay. But Golu helped the python to coil around again on the branch. And after this, Golu moved further. Okay. He moved on eating sugar canes, bananas, and melons. Whatever Golu had carried with him, he kept on eating that. After few days, okay, he has set out from his house. After few days, the very edge of great grassy Limpopo river, he reached a very edge of great grassy Limpopo river. Okay. Now on the bank of the river, he saw a log of wood. Log of wood means there was a big trunk of the tree which was been cut down. So that's why it has been called the log of the wood. It was really the crocodile who winked at him. On the branch of the tree, on the bank of the river, he saw a log of the wood. But really that log of the wood was not the wood, but it was a crocodile. Okay. But here it's trying to explain us that Golu had never seen a crocodile. Okay. Now the crocodile winked at him, saw him, and Golu said him, "Excuse me." And after that, Golu asked the crocodile, "Have you ever seen a crocodile?" Now Golu had never seen a crocodile, though he was asking the crocodile the same question. "Have you ever seen a crocodile?" The crocodile winked again and lifted his tail out of the mud. "Come here, little one," he called Golu near and said, "Why do you ask such questions?" He said that, "Why are you asking such question?" The crocodile said to Golu that, "Why are you asking such question?" So what did Golu answer to this? Golu said to this that, "I want to know." He said that, "I want to know." So the crocodile said, "Come near, come close, little one, for I am the crocodile." And he shed crocodile's tears to show it was quite true. So what did the crocodile do? The crocodile called Golu near and shed his crocodile tears. What to show? To show how true it was, that he was really a crocodile. Okay. Now with this crocodile tears, when Golu saw the crocodile, he got afraid. Now Golu was afraid after seeing this. Okay, after seeing this, Golu got afraid. Now Golu got afraid, but he sat down on the bank and said, "You are the very person I am looking for." Whom did Golu say this? Golu said this to the crocodile, that you are the person whom I am looking for. Then please tell me, what do you have for dinner? Now out of curiosity, as we have seen that Golu was a curious elephant that he keep on asking questions. So his question to the crocodile was that, "What do you have for dinner?" "Come here, little one, I will whisper the answer to you," said the crocodile. Now what did the crocodile do? The crocodile said that, "Come near me," called the elephant that, "Come near me, I will whisper the answer in your ears." Golu got his head down close to the crocodile. Because Golu did this, why did Golu do this? If you were there at place of Golu, you would have never gone near to the crocodile, right? Because you all know that crocodile is dangerous. But here we have seen that Golu did not know what a crocodile was. Okay. So when the crocodile called Golu near, Golu put his head down close to the crocodile's snout. What is crocodile snout? Snout means the mouth of the crocodile. Okay. So what did Golu do? Golu brought his head close to the crocodile's snout, and the crocodile immediately, as soon as Golu came near to him, the crocodile caught him by his nose. Okay. "I think," said the crocodile, "today a baby elephant will be my dinner." What did the crocodile say? The crocodile caught the hold of Golu's nose and told that, "Today a baby elephant will be my dinner. Let me go, you are hurting me." Mr. Crocodile screamed Golu. Now, as the crocodile had caught Golu's nose, Golu was getting hurt. So he screamed at Crocodile and said that, Crocodile, you are hurting me. Please leave me. The python, who had been quietly following Golu, came to the bank and said, if you do not pull as hard as you can, the crocodile will drag you into the stream. Okay, so the python, whom Golu asked the questions, was following Golu. Okay, though he was quite silent, but he was following Golu. When he saw all this, that Golu was in trouble, he was in danger, he said to Golu that if you do not pull as hard as you can, this crocodile would drag you into the stream. Okay, and inside the stream, the power of the crocodile rises becomes double. Okay, now Golu sat back on his two haunches and pulled and pulled. The crocodile slipped into the water, making it all creamy with great sweeps of his tail, and he also pulled and pulled. Now both of the animals, the crocodile and the Golu and the baby elephant, were pulling each other from opposite side. Okay, because the crocodile wanted to eat Golu, so he was pulling Golu inside the stream, and as Golu wanted to save himself, so he was pulling the crocodile outside the stream. Now what happened? Now then the python coiled himself around Golu's stomach, and he also started pulling Golu outside. Okay, now Golu, what did he do? Now he wanted to get himself free from the python, so he dug his all four legs in the mud and pulled. Now with this, what was happening? With this, the crocodile had caught the nose of Golu. Now with this pulling process, the nose of Golu kept on stretching. Okay, now at each pull, from here from one side Golu was pulling, and from the other side the crocodile was pulling. Okay, with this, what was happening? With each pull, the nose was growing longer and longer, and this was hurting Golu, and it hurt Golu. Now with this pulling, the nose was now 5 feet long. Now the nose was 5 feet long. But with this pulling process, what happened? The nose was at last free. Okay, Golu could free his nose from the crocodile. After this pulling, Golu sat and with his nose wrapped up in a big banana leaf and hung it in the great grassy Limpopo river to cool. Because this while pulling this, his nose had become very hot. So to cool down his nose, what did he do? He put his trunk into the Limpopo river. Okay. Now there Golu sat for 2 days waiting for his nose to get cool. Okay. And he also was waiting that now his nose would again shrink and it would become a bulgy nose again. Okay. But it opposite happened, that the nose of Golu became cold, but it did not shrink. Shrink means it did not become small again. While pulling, the nose grew longer. Right? Right? So Golu thought that if he cools down, his nose would shrink again. But it didn't happen. Okay? This didn't happen. Okay? So now, what did the python advise him? The python advised him that the nose is useful to you. How? Golu sat there for 2 days. Fine. Now his nose was cooled down, but his nose did not shrink. Okay. Now at the end of the second day, a fly came and stung Golu on the shoulder. So what did Golu do? Golu lifted his trunk, lifted his long nose, and with it hit the fly, and the fly died. What did the python say? The python said, advantage number 1. You couldn't have done this with the small nose. Try and eat a little now. The python here is trying to say Golu that what is the advantage of this long nose, the one which you have. With this, you could save yourself. Now he told that try to eat a little. So what did Golu do? Golu put out his trunk and plucked a large bundle of grass. He dusted it against his forelegs and stuffed it into his mouth. Looking at this, the python said, advantage number 2. Keep on reading the advantages, huh? I'll ask you. You couldn't have done this with the small nose. What did python say? Python said to Golu that you could have not done this with the small nose. Don't you think the sun is too hot now? Right? He said that don't you think? The python said to Golu, don't you think that the sun is very hot now? So what did Golu do? Golu scooped some mud on the bank and slept on his head. Advantage number 3. You couldn't have done this with the small nose. Right? Because of that long nose, the bulgy nose of Golu had become long, and with that long nose, Golu was like we can say that Golu was not happy. He was now thinking that he has got something weird which he didn't wanted. But the python told him all the advantages. The first advantage was, what first advantage did the python tell him? The first advantage, he told him that Golu could have not saved himself with the small nose which he had. Second advantage, he said that he could have not plucked the grass from the ground and stuffed it into his mouth with that small nose. And thirdly, he said that the third advantage of your nose is you could have not scooped up the mud from the bank and slept on your head. So the trunk, the 5 feet long nose which you have, has many advantages. Okay? The python was trying to say that with it, the elephant could keep the flies away. With it, the elephant could put up a large quantity of food in his mouth, and the trunk will also help the elephant to throw mud or water on his body when it is hot. Okay, now listening to all these advantages, what did Golu do? Golu said to the python, "Thank you, Mr. Python," said Golu gratefully. "I will remember all this, and now I will go back to my family." Okay, with this, Golu said thank you to Mr. Python and said that now I am going back to my house. Okay, now the story which we have read right now, it was written by Rudyard Kipling. Okay, you can see it. At the end of the lesson, the name of the writer has been written, Rudyard Kipling. Okay, now who was Rudyard Kipling? Let's have a small introduction, not long. I am going to tell you anything about him. Only I am going to tell who is he. Okay, he was a journalist, you can see. He was born on 30th December 1865 and he died on 18th January 1936. He was an English journalist, the one who wrote this poem, story. Okay, a story, short story writer. Yes, the Golu story which we read right now, it is a very small story, but he was a short story writer, a poet, a novelist. Okay, he was born in India, and which inspired much of his work. Okay, now Kipling's work of fiction includes The Jungle Book in 1894, Kim in 1901, the many short stories including The Man Who Would Be King in 1888. His poems include Mandalay in 1890, Gunga Din in 1890, The Gods of the Copybook Headings 1990, The White Man's Burden in 1899. If is also one of his poem, okay, which he wrote in 1910. Okay, so this is something about our author, you can say. Fine. After this, knowing all about Golu and about our author, we have completed the chapter here. Okay, there are no word meanings because the chapter was such an easy one that no word meanings are needed for this. But only one thing you are going to do, you are going to read the chapter again and again. It's a story. In the end, let me tell you the conclusion of Golu's nose. Okay, now what was the conclusion? Golu grows a nose. Summary is a story that tells us that curiosity, although useful, can lead to disastrous consequence. Curiosity should be there. Okay, if you want to know something new, it should be there. But because of that curiosity, you should not put yourself in any kind of trouble. Okay, you should not put yourself in any kind of trouble. That is the conclusion of our story. Okay, fine, we have completed the chapter. Read the chapter again and again. I'll give you the worksheet with this. Till then, take care of your health. Hope to meet you all soon. Wash your hands again and again. Wear the mask. Okay, bye.